G'day guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'll be briefly going over my grand final tips and predictions with you. So wow, this is it guys, the final match of the AFL season, the most important match in the AFL season, the AFL grand final coming up between the Geelong Cats and the Brisbane Lions, arguably like the two most successful clubs over the last 25 years, or the most successful clubs in this century. And yeah, it should be a great game. You know, this will be the fourth time both sides will be facing off against each other. I think the last time where two teams played each other 4 times in one season were the West Coast Eagles and Sydney Swans back in 2005. So yeah, that's another fun fact there. Wow, but yeah, anyway, I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about what I think is going to happen throughout the game, and like my Norm Smith medal predictions. And yeah, also because this is my final tipping video for the year, so for that reason the final shout out of 2025 will just be a community post. It won't be in a tipping video. So yeah, please tell me, and it's only one game, so please tell me who you think will win out of Geelong or Brisbane. And please also tell me not only how much the team will win by, but also who you reckon will win the Norm Smith medal. Shout out to Codebreaker once again for winning this week's tipping competition. You know, he's won the tipping competition the most out of everyone so far this season. So very impressive by Codebreaker. So yes, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel. So anyway, moving on to my thoughts about the grand final. So yeah, I reckon it should be a good game. Hopefully it's not a blowout. Hopefully it's not like the 2022 or 2024 grand finals. You know, hopefully it's like that 2023 grand final. It's very close. I mean, as a neutral supporter, I want it to be close and thrilling, you know. And yeah, arguably both of these teams, you know, that arguably the best teams in the competition throughout the year. I know that neither of them finished on top of the ladder, but I feel like they're like the most convincing sides throughout the year. Yeah, I think they were the only two sides that my team, Fremantle, did not beat throughout the season. Not only that, but we got absolutely destroyed by both of those teams. So yeah, it just shows why both of those sides belong in the grand final. You know, you've got Geelong. Yeah, they've got a nice team, you know, and yeah, even Brisbane as well. They're hoping to go back to back, you know. Both sides will be having some key players out though, unfortunately. So for Geelong's sake, you've got Tom Stewart, who will be out due to a concussion, and then also I think Lockie Neal's still very unlikely to play. Who knows, he might be playing, but at this rate I think it's very unlikely. Could that potentially sway my final decision? Maybe. Whether or not he plays, maybe, you know. To briefly summarise their matchups earlier this year, so Brisbane won both of the home and away games against Geelong. They beat them in that round 3 clash that I believe was supposed to be the opening round clash, but because of Cyclone Alfred that was moved to round 3. And then Brisbane destroyed Geelong at their own home ground in Geelong. That was like their first win down at that ground in I don't know how many years, over 20 or so years, something like that. So yeah, that's history there. But then in the qualifying finals just a few weeks ago, Geelong destroyed Brisbane. I think it was by 38 points, but I think that margin was rather flat. I think they should have beat them by even more, you know, especially with that Cam Rayner incident, you know, with getting 2 goals from free kicks, from rather controversial free kicks, that is. But you know what? I reckon the grand final will be the closest of them all. I mean, all of those games that haven't really been super close. I don't believe the round 3 clash was that close, if I remember correctly, but yeah, I believe the grand final will be the closest matchup between the two sides. And you know what? I'm going to back in the Geelong Cats to win this grand final by just 5 points. With my big call is that we're going to have a fairly low scoring grand final here, and say that neither team scores 75 or more points. And as for my Norm Smith medalist, I reckon Ollie Dempsey from the Geelong Cats will win the Norm Smith medal. So there you go, those are my grand final tips and predictions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Please tell me who you reckon will win the grand final, how much the team will win by, and also please tell me who you reckon will win the Norm Smith medal. Whoever guesses the winning team of the grand final plus gets the closest but not necessarily correct margin will receive a shout out, a community post shout out to my YouTube channel. But if there's anyone that gets the Norm Smith medalist correct, they will also receive a free shout out, a community post shout out. So if you are a Geelong supporter or a Brisbane supporter, best of luck. May the best team win. I hope you all have a great week. I hope we have a great grand final, a thrilling grand final. And I will see you all next time.